It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Richardson going right to the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Jamien Sherwood.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now a carry for Allen. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. His pass caught at the 4. Next pass. It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time.
And he's going to go down. He's backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Hall ought to give up the middle. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And Wilson in motion left. Second and 1. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 7. A first catch there for Wilson and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
One of the unusual players in today's college football stayed with one school his entire career and a proven winner coming out of Indiana. The Jets traded back in the first round to draft Cooper, and boy, are they excited to have him to pair with their other receivers.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now they're they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
31-yard attempt.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sanders' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this 1st half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
19, Cowboy 80.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Hall. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Klubnik's pass intercepted. The Lions take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Hey, 19,
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Oh, what a juke into space. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Richardson on the bootleg here. Well, he caught it. It's St. Brown. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10.
The last thing I want to do is not give Amon-Ra St. Brown his due, because he is one of the most consistent receivers in the league, but he's much more than that. Tough, gritty, competitive. His third straight year last year with double-digit touchdowns for his Lions.
And the Lions are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on. Hey, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run with Gibbs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cut 19, cut.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
19 tight, 19 tight. Cowboys.
Richardson will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
The score, Lions 6, Jets 5. Jackpot.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jets.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Caught by Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And caught by Cooper for a Jets touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Here's Richardson to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Richardson. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Richardson out of the shotgun. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Richardson going on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw now on the final play. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Jets.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Lions 6. Jason Sanders.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Richardson on 4th down. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 72 yards. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now Hall to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Hall again on 2nd down. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Straight ahead is Hall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
1st down, Jets.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Hall again. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A give running right is Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. New York. Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
Jason Sanders.
Sanders now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Richardson going to change the play here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw this. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. A handoff for Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Hall. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Next pass, intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Cougar 19.
Richardson working from the gun. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come on. 60 by 6. Come on. Ready. Hut.
Richardson looking to throw. That one let go deep for Laporta. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
18 Cardinals. Pat the 60, cut my team, cut.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's a give to Hall. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Hall again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and 3. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Kirby Joseph showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. In motion left, that's Cooper. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
And 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance. Wide right. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Lions.
Now this
13.
one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
18 Rattler.
Now it's Richardson. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Richardson. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. They work now on second and 9. Richardson going to move him around.
Second and 9 at the 12-yard line.
19 Tiger.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And 3.
70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
60 Maverick.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's second and 7.
Second and 7.
They'll run here with Hall. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 146 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7. This is Hall. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clear.
This is intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7. Now Hall. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21.
At the 21-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jets,